Hello, I'm Tammy Rundle, and I'm here to show you something else that I find kind of cool and interesting. I'm going to show you that the glossy white cardstock can be any color that you want, and I'll show you how to get it there. So I've got this piece of glossy cardstock, and I've got my Melon Mambo Classic ink pad. So I'll open it up. Just turn it upside down onto my cardstock, and there's lots of ink there. So the next thing I'm going to do is take my Stampin' sponge and just start smearing it around. And the nice thing about the glossy cardstock is, since it's so slick and smooth, you've got a little bit of time to play with the ink as compared to trying to do this on a piece of regular Whisper White cardstock. So just kind of smear it around, bump it, tap it, do whatever you need to get it to move. And if you don't have any Stampin' sponges, well, you need to get some. They come in a little packet. I think there are 3 in the packet, and the sponges are like this big around, and then you can just cut them up as you need to so that you don't waste your sponges. And then I just use my regular clothespin and put my wedge of my Stampin' sponge in my clothespin, and I labeled it. And that's basically all you do for this technique. And I'll show you a card that I did using that technique. Move this out of the way. And it's this card here. After I did this sponging with my Melon Mambo, I ran this cardstock through my Big Shot with a softly falling embossing folder, and then added my Baby Wipe Technique piece of glossy cardstock. And then I stamped on this piece, cut it out with the Stitch Layers framelits, and then I colored in my flowers. And then I don't know if you can tell, but I embossed with clear embossing powder all over it. And the reason I didn't use the glossy cardstock is simply because it would give a different stamp if I did that. And I didn't really want to smear it because it's pretty easy to smear on clear cardstock, or sorry, glossy cardstock. So I just used the regular Whisper White cardstock, stamped in my archival black ink, and then colored the flowers in. Then I added my embellishments, my bold butterfly framelits that were cut out of the Dazzling Diamonds glimmer paper. So I'm going to put this card on my blog. My blog is impressorsextraordinaire.blogspot.com, and you can see it there, as well as all of the measurements and the ingredients that I used to make this card. So stop on by my blog, leave me comments, let me know what you think, and any suggestions you might have for a future video. Thank you.